Hello, good evening, happy Wednesday, happy new month. Welcome to Live and Conversation. So, my name is Daphnée Antoine. Typically, you all see my co host, Daphnée Camilien. Unfortunately, she's not going to be with us this evening, and I'm sure she miss you all too. So, with that being said, as you all know, Live and Conversation is a show to share information, to share resources, to basically help family and entrepreneurs thrive. So we will have an amazing conversation this evening. Very knowledgeable information. So I encourage you to go ahead and share it. I already see you all coming live. So thank you for that. But share it because we're going to have a conversation that is really going to help empower us as homeowners or future homeowners. So it's important that we know this information. So that being said, typically when Attorney Camilien is here, we start with a disclosure. So I'll basically do that this evening. So usually we say this show is for education and entertainment purposes only. So whatever that we discuss here this evening does not implies that we are your attorney or we are not your professional. We are professional, but then we are not your agent. So with that being said, take this information as information only. And if you need the services of the individual we're going to have tonight, then just reach out to her. So with that being said, we hope that you enjoy the show. Add your question, ask your question, share, and participate. So Attorney Chameleon usually do a legal segment, and so with that being said, I want to remind you all what she shared with us last week. So as those of us who are part of the Haitian immigrant community, you know that Haiti has been assigned as one of the place for TPS, temporary protected status. So Attorney Chameleon informed us last week that February is the deadline to apply for TPS, temporary protected status. So if you or you know someone who may need this service, go ahead and get started. Don't delay. There's already a backlog in immigration. So don't be the person who's going to wait last minute and end up not getting this protection. So if you or someone you know will need this service, go ahead and reach out to Attorney Chameleon. It's her website is chameleonlaw.com, or you can call her also at 847-410-9022. 847-410-9022. So this month we've been focusing and actually starting last month. June is National Home Ownership Month. So we've had basically expert and different aspect of the home buying process, from real estate agent to mortgage lender. Today we have a title insurance company owner. We will have this conversation, but because it's such real estate and home ownership, it's a major topic. And then so there's so much to discuss. So that's why we continue it to our July. So be part of the conversation, get the knowledge that you need, because as our expert already said, real estate is one of the fastest way to build generational wealth. So if you want to start building wealth for you, for your family, let's start with acquiring assets such as home ownership. Okay. So two resources before I bring my guest this evening. Last week I mentioned the IDA program, which is the Illinois Department of Housing Assistance. So they have the first time home buying program. So if you are in Illinois, this is a program you can take advantage of. They help with down payment assistance. And even if you already are a homeowner, and maybe with everything going with COVID, maybe you are facing some challenge right now with paying your mortgage, there are programs that can help you so you do not lose your home. So in Illinois is IDA, IDHA.org. And I'm sure whatever state that you are in, there should be a program as well. So don't just do nothing, seek the help that you need to help you. And I think right now is going to be the perfect time to go ahead and introduce our guest this evening. Um, and then so it is my pleasure and honor for her to be with us. She is a mom, she is a business owner, she is a glamour, okay? And she is the owner, CEO, and founder of Title Geeks LLC. And it is none other than Mrs. Carline Mazard Saintilus. Hello, good evening, good evening.
Hi,
How
Daphnée.
are you?
I'm well. Thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you so much for being my guest this evening. We are all about educating the audience, letting
Mhm.
people know different ways that they can thrive. And I knew that you will be the perfect guest this evening to get us started on that journey. So, how about you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Okay.
Let us know who is Mrs. Carline Mazard Saintilus.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you, and I want to give a special shout out to your audience. Thank you for sharing your evening with us tonight. My name is Carline Mazard Saintilus. I am the owner, operator, and founder of Title Geeks LLC. Title Geeks is a full service title insurance company headquartered in Florida. We have offices throughout the state of Florida, in Fort Lauderdale. We have an office in Fort Myers. We have a location in Port St. Lucie, Orlando, and we are also in the state of Tennessee, right outside of Nashville, in a town called Clarksville, Tennessee. We're also licensed to issue title insurance in the state of New York as well. I am an MBA graduate from Florida Memorial University, South Florida's only HBCU, and I am the eldest daughter of Haitian American immigrants, um, raised here in Miami, educated here in Miami, and I have a family. I'm married. I'm almost an empty nester. Uh, 3 kids. The last one, it just graduated high school, so I'm freedom, and yeah, just enjoying life and working hard and just doing everything that needs to be done. But Title is my fourth child.
Awesome. Tano is your fourth child.
Mhm.
So we're just gonna start right there though. How did that come about? Like, when did you decide that title insurance was going to be the career? Or were you always part of that career? So how about we start there?
I no, I fell into this industry by fluke. I was a freshman in college and became pregnant, and so I had to get a job. And so I took a job as a receptionist with a mortgage servicing company, and because I had responsibilities, and so working and I became very curious. The supervisor of the title division saw something in me that I didn't see in myself, and there had been a position open in his department, and he invited me to apply for the position. I was like, I want to be an attorney. It's not something I want to do. I just tunnel vision. So I figured, okay, it was more money. I had responsibilities. Why not just take the position and still go to school at night and do what I needed to do? So I took the position, and it became very interesting. I was very curious. It was all ever changing. It wasn't stagnant. It was always there was always something different to learn, which is, for someone with my type of personality, it worked for me. And so 26 years. Yeah, this year makes 26 years. Here I am. I grew and just I didn't go to law school anymore. I just went into title. So, yeah, and that's here I am.
Wow.
Yeah, I work for several different title companies throughout the state of Florida. Decided to go out on my own in 2005 when the market boomed, and have been on my own ever since.
And basically, like since last week we were talking about how the sometimes a lack of diversity when it comes to real estate,
Right.
from agent to appraiser.
Yeah.
And I'm sure your field uh, is limited when it comes to Black, Haitian,
Women.
woman owner. And I'm sorry, before we even go there, for our audience who may not even know exactly what we are talking about, how about you explain to us what is title insurance? And
Wow.
then we go to the lack of diversity.
Okay. Well,
Yes,
title
I'm
insurance.
sorry.
Yeah, sure. Title insurance is one of the most important pieces of insurance that a buyer would have to purchase as part of a real estate transaction. So, and there are two different types of title insurance policies. There's an owner's policy, and then there's a lender's policy. Now, it all depends on the type of transaction that will determine the whether you have to purchase one policy or both policies. For example, and I'll give you a little bit of background of title insurance. The purpose of title insurance. Title insurance basically covers your interest in the property, your ownership interest in the property. If you're purchasing an owner's policy, and if you are financing the transaction, the lender will require you to purchase a lender's policy. So you're mandated to purchase a loan policy as well, because the loan policy protects the lender's investment in that transaction. So let's say, for example, you purchased a home. Let's $500,000. And this information is on our website too, at www.thetitlegeeks.com. Daphnée, I'm sure you'll type that information up for the audience sometime during the broadcast so that they can go onto our website and learn more. So let's say you're purchasing a property for $500,000 and you are financing $350,000. The lender is loaning you $350,000, and they're requiring you to purchase the lender's policy to cover that mortgage. So as if something goes wrong, let's say, for example, someone in that owned the property many years ago, the property sold, changed owners, but that particular person that showed up knocking on your door, laying claim to your property, says, hey, I still own this property. The title your owner's policy will cover the fact that that particular person knocking on your door, claiming ownership to your property, did not execute a deed at the time when they sold that property back then. So the title insurance covers things or issues that happen in the past, so that every person, so when you go to sell your property, that person will have to purchase their own title insurance policy, and that will cover things that happened in the past as well. So it's not like, the other types of insurances, like the homeowner's insurance or your car insurance. You don't pay installments. It's a one-time premium at closing, and it covers you for the life of the ownership that you own that property. And it covers the single family homes, including condos. So that's what is. If you have any other questions for me, let me know.
So to put it into perspective, for those of us maybe who listen to Mr. Les Brown, he's a motivational speaker.
Mm-hmm.
And one of his speech is how he bought a property for his mom. And he was so excited. He bought the house for his mom. Yeah, and then later found out that the house had a lien on it.
Right.
And then they end up losing the house. And then that is because he just took the word of the owner at face value and did not purchase a title insurance policy. Correct. And it did not do a title check.
Correct.
And then so that's basically the basic way to explain that.
That's the premise, right? Because yes. if you purchase a property just at face value from a seller, and the seller says, yeah, everything's fine, there's nothing wrong with the property. There are no guarantees. You definitely have to do a title search. I always recommend it because you need to know what it is that you're inheriting. Because just because you're purchasing a home, the home may be as beautiful as all outdoors, but there can be some underlying things that the layperson may not be aware of. Yes. So it's always important to purchase this is a very important piece of security because this is your investment.
Yes. And then so prior to us even going live, we had this conversation. Okay.
Yeah.
So when we go and especially with me, with my experience buying a home, and you're excited at the closing, you're just signing papers, but really you don't really know the full details of what covers what.
Correct.
And I think I took an education from you to explain that it's one policy, however, with two purpose. One is to cover the lender if there is a mortgage, and then the remainder is to cover the owner, especially if you have equity. So
Right.
thank you for explaining that. Do you mind maybe extending on that for our audience watching this evening?
Sure. Yeah. So there's two policies, and that's only if you purchase two policies if your purchase has a lender involved. So the lender will require the borrower to purchase a loan policy. Now, if you're buying cash, then you will just have to buy the one policy, which is the owner's policy, and that protects the owner of the property for the life that they own the property. Now,
Yes.
if and it's a one-time premium, both are jumbled into the closing costs, and that's it. So it covers the loan. It depends on the loan amount. And here in Florida, our rates are promulgated by the state of Florida. So full disclosure, it's if anyone ever reaches out to our office, we can provide them with the rates.
Yes.
Other states are a little bit different, but they're all regulated as
Yes.
well. So yeah.
Awesome. And then so over 22 years you've been in this field.
26.
Over 26 years in this field. Can you maybe share a scenario or a story with us about how just one. Just one, maybe how you maybe help someone overcome protecting the property because they selected your service, and went ahead and protected the asset.
You mean in terms of title insurance or just
Yes.
broadly?
Yes, just title insurance.
Title insurance. Oh my gosh.
Okay, we can move on if
yeah, let me think about it. I mean,
go ahead and think about it, because I would like to maybe share a real life experience, obviously with anonymous real life experience, so people can really understand the importance of what you do. And then so going back to my original question, with the lack of diversity in the field that you are in, and how you decided that, okay, I've doing this career for this long, it's time for me to become an owner. And then how are you also helping others see this field as a career that they can potentially participate in?
Well, this field is very lucrative, I can tell you. And because of the lack of diversity, I wanted to really penetrate this industry and break some doors, break down some barriers. And I have, to a certain extent, and we're still making a lot of progress in the industry. Considering our company is multi-state now, we are getting a lot of attention from our white counterparts or non-Black counterparts, with good attention, I should say. There has been some pushback, but it's okay. I mean, it's just a part of doing business. It's a part of life, and we learn to handle everything with grace, professionally, and move on from those challenges. But in terms of breaking down into this industry, it is an industry that definitely needs the diversity, because at the end of the day, it's not one set of people that's buying houses. It's all types of people buying houses: Black, white, Chinese, people from the Caribbean, us Haitians, women, just a gamut of different types of people. So I feel that in this industry, there needs to be different types of people representing what it is that we do. One of the good things about our title company is because I'm Haitian American and I speak Creole. we're able to offer the closings in Creole to our clients as a way to empower them. We're not a sign here type of title company. Our title company is, we offer the ability to have the client understand that they are taking on a commitment if they're getting a mortgage, and oftentimes it's a 30-year mortgage, and they need to understand the consequences and repercussions, benefits, pros, cons, everything that's involved with taking on a mortgage. And so as opposed to them walking out of our office feeling empty, we fill them up, we empower them, we educate them, we give them the opportunity to ask questions. We always keep the door open if they ever need to come back to us, should they think of a question after the closing. And we're always here.
You are always here. And yes, indeed. And you are here with us this evening educating, which is a example of what you just shared right now. Because at the end of the day, people need to have the education so they can make educated decision. So
Correct.
Thank you for being with us this evening. So hello again to all of you who are live with us. We appreciate it. This is Live and Conversation. My name is Daphnée Antoine. I do this show weekly with attorney Daphnée Camilien. She's not here with us this evening. And our goal is to share information, share resources, bring guests who can share their experience with us. So not only that we become knowledgeable, but also see what's possible for us as well. So that being said, I am in conversation with Mrs. Carline Mazard Saintilus,
Right.
CEO, founder, and owner of the TitleGeeks.com. So actually, your information is scrolling on the bottom. I don't know if you see that. Okay, yes.
I see it.
And then there's a comment. Let me. Okay, yes. King Kwan says we appreciate the information. Yes, thank you for joining us. This is needed information. So I did plan to go just 30 minutes, and now it's 8:25. So we want to know, for the people who are watching either live or maybe later, what are some of in addition to the title insurance, obviously, what are other services that you offer, and how can someone work with you? And you mentioned that you are in some states. So is there maybe plans to expand to different states? Because I'm in Illinois.
Yes, there are absolute plans to expand. We're actually considering creating franchises at some point, but that's down the road. But we are definitely looking to expand into Georgia, possibly, maybe Texas. But those are, in the works. We're looking into those for now. But, thankfully, we're doing very well, super busy in Florida and in Tennessee. But we could always do more. I'm very intentional about my team. We are I'm bringing on I have a team of people who are passionate about the industry as well. And with growth and development and training, they will definitely grow and make their mark in this industry in the years to come.
Awesome.
So we also, if someone wants to work with us, aside from having a business, we also do a lot of charity work. A couple of charity. Did I lose you? Oh, okay.
No, I'm showing your website.
Thank you. A couple of things that we have going on right now is we're actually collecting backpacks for back to school drive for kids locally. Our goal is to collect 500 backpacks. Right now we're at 300 backpacks filled with school supplies. And so if anybody wants to help us, definitely reach out to us. You can follow us on Instagram at The Title Geeks. Contact us through our website, www.thetitlegeeks.com, or you can call us on our phone, 844-433-5728. Another fundraiser that we're doing is we have a fundraiser initiative that we're raising $5,000 for single fathers for men actually, who became single fathers as a result of the pandemic. And so we're looking to support these men because men are one of the most underserved populations in the United States. And so because that they are still doing their job as a parent, even though they've lost the mother of their children, we want to recognize those men for their efforts, and also, give them something that they can, treat themselves to. So if anybody wants to donate to that initiative, please definitely, here's our contact information here on the screen. Reach out to us. We definitely need the assistance to help us reach our goals for both projects that we're working on. And we can do some good in the community. If there are any realtors that's looking to connect with a title company, we are open and available and always looking for new partners in the industry to do some really good things. So definitely reach out.
Awesome. We have Wilmin Marian Louise say Title Geeks is a great business partner, supporter, and friend to our community. Once you work with them, you are family.
She's right. She's absolutely right. Yes.
We are family.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the support, though.
Okay, so I'm going to put you on the spot, right?
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. And feel free to plead the fifth, okay? feel free. So for someone who's considering being part of the real estate industry, right? Mm-hmm. So we have obviously the real estate agent, the broker, we have the mortgage lender, and obviously title insurance company. Which area would you recommend that person basically look into?
It all depends on their goal.
The goal.
It depends on their goal. Yeah. I work with a bunch of different people in different areas. I work with inspectors. I work with appraisers. Lenders. Appraisers, I think is very good, especially if the person is a minority. Definitely break into that industry as well. It's definitely needed. You've read a lot of articles in the newspapers and online lately. So we definitely need the representation in those industries. I definitely 100% support those types of industries. Title, we definitely need the representation in this industry for sure.
All right. So appraiser, title, that's what I'm hearing.
Yes.
So thank you once again for being with us this evening.
Thank you for having me.
We wish you continued success. So title insurance is definitely a must, whether you are purchasing via your own personal fund or via a lender. At the end of the day, you ensure that your asset and your hard work money is protected. And so if you are in any of the area that Mrs. Mazard Saintilus operate, you can connect with her, titlegeeks.com, the Title Geeks, titlegeeks.com. And she does have plans to expand. So if you're not in one of her states currently, be patient.
She's coming
She'll soon get there. Yes. And she also mentioned that if you are also an agent, connect with her. And that's how we support one another, because at the end of the day, there is room for all of us.
Absolutely.
Any last word that you want to share with your audience right now?
Actually, with you, I just want to say thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you for reaching out and giving me this platform. I truly appreciate it. I'm usually camera shy, although I'm a very outgoing person. So it took a lot out of me. So thank you so much.
You did an amazing job. Yes, and Clifford agrees. Clifford says, "Hi, Carline, keep doing the good work."
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you,
I just also want to do a shout out to I'm so sorry. The Haitian Realty, HaitiRealty.com.
Haitian Realty, okay? Lori.
Lori, HaitianRealty.com. So if you are a Haitian or Haitian descent working in the real estate industry, this is an amazing site for you to be part of, so that regardless of where you are, if someone who is Asian need to connect with someone who speaks Creole so they can get the service that they need using a language that they are comfortable with, then be part of that website. It's HaitianWealthy.com, so that we can continue to grow and so that we can continue to help our Haitian brothers, sisters, and neighbors build wealth through real estate. All
Absolutely.
right, Johnny, you keep getting comments. I'm trying to wrap it up, and you keep getting you are famous. You keep getting comments. So proud of you. You all came out and support Miss Carline. I think that's
I love them all.
the
Thank you
person
so
that
much,
you are.
everybody.
So yes, I can see that you are loved, and that's because of
I
what
love
you
them
put
too.
out there.
Yes.
If you put
Thank
love
you.
out, you're going to receive love, and
Absolutely.
this
Thank
is something
you.
that we all have to continue to do, especially right now. Let's
Yeah.
love on each other. Let's respect one another. We all have our strength. We all have what we're good at. We can all shine. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Love. Yep. Keep. Yep. All right. So again, all of you, this is Live in Conversation wrapping up. We are live every Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you would like to be spotlighted, just like Mrs. Collins Saintilus, you can reach out to me or Daphnée Camilien, and we would love to share your story. We would love to share what you do with our audience, because if you are adding value, we want as many people as possible to know what you are doing so they can take advantage of the service you provide. So Daphnée Camilien is an attorney. She focuses on immigration law, and so she always bring weekly updates with respect to immigration. She informed us last week that the deadline for TPS, temporary protected status, is going to be February 2023. Even though it feels like a long time away, get started. If you
Right.
or someone you know need TPS, if you can do it on your own, go ahead. Would we recommend it? Not really. But if you wanna use Attorney Camillion service, you can reach out to her at 847-410-9022 or chameleonlaw.com. That's it for tonight. This has been Live in Conversation. We appreciate you. Go ahead and share it, and we will see you next Wednesday. Thank you again so much to Mrs. Carline Mazard Saintilus for being our guest this evening. You can connect with her at the titlegeeks.com, and hello, her email is hello@thetitlegeeks.com. Bye for
Thank you.
now. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
Thank you. So to connect with HaitianWealthy.com is really the website, HaitianWealthy.com, and I'll have Lori contact you as well. Thank you, Vanessa.